Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise, and I'm going to be reading for September 8th, which is Wednesday. And I'm using the Radiant Rider-Waite, but it's the version. I've cut the cards down too. I tend to like borderless cards. So these are trimmed down, and I have astrological little glyphs written on them. Because pretty sure this was a deck I used to do the astro symbols teaching, which is in my library. If you want to learn the meanings of the cards with the added element of astrology. But anyway, if you do like this deck, I recommend buying the kit with the book because they're thicker. They're much thicker card quality. And you can find it just about anywhere. But if you get just the regular deck without the book, the cards are still great, still the same vibrant color. They just won't be as thick. But if you want them thinner, then that's the deck to go with. But the book is excellent. I can't say enough for the book. It covers everything. I also prefer Liz Dean's book as well because it goes deeply into the symbology, which is nice, Symbols and colors, it's how we learn. It's what we relate to. All of us humans relate to that. Okay, so what is it that we need to know for Wednesday, September 8th? In order to heal, in order to evolve. What do we need to know? So we have the Magician reversed, the Ten of Cups, and then the Five of Pentacles reversed, Five of Discs, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so here's our theme. It's the happy family, of course. It's Mars in Pisces, which is just, the experience, the energy of, Mars energy. Energy is a key word for Mars. Of absolute bliss, which is a key word for Pisces. And the pure potentiality that Pisces brings in. This is actually perfect because we're just coming off of the new moon that was in, Virgo, and we had, oh my goodness, I should have the chart around, but do I? Let's see, hold on. No, I used it in Debbie's live stream Sunday, but I don't have the chart still here. Anyway, there was an opposition. Of course, the new moon is always the Sun conjunct moon, and that's in Virgo. And Mars was in Virgo, or is in Virgo too right now. But there was an opposition, and I can't remember what was that. Oh, it would have, that's right, because it was 14 degrees Virgo. So it would have been opposing Neptune, where we have our source energy. I think. Pretty sure that's those are the aspects. But anyway, Pisces and that Virgo polarity is so beautiful for discernment and getting to the details and knowing which way to go, especially when Mars is there with it. And then with the Pisces polarity, it's all about just surrendering it up to Spirit to help you work with whatever it is that's up for you presently. Being in the power of the present moment is always the way to go. But many times I find, always pretty much, whenever I'm in an unhappy place or an unsatisfied place, I'm either worrying about the future or I'm something from the past is like bubbling up in order to work with. Something from the past has come up to process through, basically. And that can be the case here because with the Ten of Cups, this is the theme for the day, and it is all about absolute bliss and happiness, but it's the experience of really being in happiness and bliss. It's an inner happiness. It's that harmony within that leaves you feeling very, very fulfilled. Whether or not there's, any other family members around you. Now, with the Magician reversed, that brings in the challenge of not focusing, not making a decision, not knowing which way to go, not knowing that you have all the wisdom and all the tools within to create your own reality. And instead, you're focusing on the past, or you might be looking at other people's, what seems to be happy family and fulfillment, and you're thinking that there's something wrong with you because you don't have that. That's just not true. That's not true at all. But we all have those human places inside of us, right? We do. That's the way it is because we're human. And so, processing those human real feelings through is what brings in everything you need, to turn everything around, basically. We do have to process the feelings through. We don't want to stuff anything down because the more we numb out from our real feelings, then the more material we have on top of our intuition and our psychic faculties. We want to process everything through and never shove anything down, but also to not dwell on it. Process it through, feel the feelings, ask what the false belief may be that's holding these feelings in place. Try and figure out where it came from. Not to blame anybody because, of course it came from our parents, but where did our parents get those patterns? From their parents, right? And back and back and back and back. So it's a vicious circle to try and blame anyone. Really, it's just about the buck stops here. And I have all the tools within. I can think freely. I can discern. Mercury rules, Gemini and Virgo. And I can just be in that infinite abundance. I can create everything I want because I have all the tools. This is what, we need to say to ourselves. I have everything within me, and the universe has provided everything that we need in order to co-create our reality. But with these two cards for the day, with the five, coming through reverse, with the Five of Pentacles, that can actually be some improvement and recovery. And, because when it's straight up, most of the fives, it's better to have them reversed. That's why I never understand people who don't read reversals. It's like, once you figure out what the cards really mean, why wouldn't you want to have the opportunity to turn things around? And in this case, the Five of Pentacles, straight up is self-esteem issues and being rejected and not having, a place to live and not having happy homes. But when it's reversed, there is that recovery. There's the self-esteem that has come back. And you're not listening to anybody's lies anymore about who they, who maybe they thought you were. There's a possibility here with this combination of these three cards that you've had a happy experience with some family members, but there was at least one or two of them, or maybe the one that matters the most, that just said some things that aren't true. And there can sometimes be some manipulation in there. But then later on, they went home or you got off the phone with them and you went, hey, wait a minute. We've all done that before, right? It's like, hold up here. And now you're recovering from it and you're turning things around and this is done. So I hope that's what it was for you today. Drop it in the comments. Let me know how it was. Okay. Take care. Bye.